The starting point for the GTD Getting Things Done methodology is the mind sweep. It's your chance to get everything out of your head. And you should not just do it when you're getting started with GTD, but you should do it regularly. But what do you do when a mind sweep becomes a burden? Let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Dave Edwards. Whether you're just getting started with GTD or you've been using the methodology for some time, it's very helpful if you become acclimated and used to doing a mind sweep. So I want to talk about that today. And I also want to share with you that my course, Getting Things Done Digitally, will show you how you can implement the GTD methodology on the digital platform of your choice. You can find out more about the course, Getting Things Done Digitally, by going to my website, daveedwardsmedia.com, and clicking on courses. So when you start with GTD, you begin by learning how to do a mind sweep. Your goal is to get everything out of your head. Some things are simple, and when you do it the first time, the ideas will flow. But after the 100th time, well, you might get stuck. So here are some of the things that keep me going. Now, I think the key to doing an effective mind sweep is to find a quiet place where you won't be distracted. So I hunker down in my home office when I do mine. I don't check emails. I don't talk to other people in the house. I just concentrate on getting everything out of my head. Now, get some paper. Now, I tend to use 3x5 note cards, but you could use regular sheets of paper. Write every new idea that pops into your head on a new sheet of paper. Now, that's going to make processing easier when you do it later. When you get an idea, write it down. Reflect upon the things you've been thinking about in the last week, the conversations you've had with people, the meetings you've attended, the books you want to read, the movies you want to see. Just like run a mental checklist of everything that's important in your life. And you're going to find ideas popping up and write them down on a sheet of paper. Now, you are not creating a to do list. You're just writing these random things down. Now, when the ideas start flowing fast, I tend to just write one or two words down on a sheet of paper and then start the next sheet and write a couple of words down for that one. But more often than not, I try to write down a sentence or two as to what I'm really thinking about. That's going to help later. Now, when you're all done collecting ideas, and when you do it the first time, I remember the first time I did a mind sweep. I know it took me well over a half hour, maybe even an hour. Now, when I do a mind sweep, it's a 10 or 15-minute process. But what I find is once you get started, even though you think you're done, oh, another idea will pop into your head. Write that one down. All of these sheets of paper that contain all of the ideas go into your physical inbox. Do not attempt, as the ideas are coming in, to file them and to put them into place. Just put them all into your physical inbox. Now, when I do mine, I always start with professional items. Then I start thinking through personal items. But if I think of a personal item while I'm working through work items, no crime, no foul, I write it down. As I proceed, I work through some questions that I have in a Mindsweep template, which I keep on Evernote. Here are the questions that I ask, and many times other questions get added to this list. First question is, what's on my mind right now? What do you have to do that you notice is not on your action list? Are there any problems that you need to deal with later that are on your mind at the moment? I like to think of maybe the top 5 things that you're expected to be handling at work. And if your performance evaluation was being held today, what are some of the things that you'd be evaluated on? That's a good trigger. And what usually comes up on your one-on-one meetings with your manager or one-on-one meetings with the people that you supervise? Work through these questions. Don't even think about what each idea means or what resources you're going to need. Just capture everything that you've thought of. When you're all done, you can then move to the clarifying step. But I've learned that even when you think you are done, more ideas are going to surface. It's like you open the floodgates. Now, you've probably seen the GTD workflow document. You can find it on their website. It's going to prove to be really helpful as you go through all of your items. It asks 3 simple questions. Is the item actionable? That's a yes or a no. What's the next action? Something for you to do, to delegate, or defer? And then the final question is, does completing the action mean it's done? Yes or no? Obviously, if completing it is done, well, great, congratulations. If one action doesn't complete the goal, now you have a project, and it'll be time to think of the next action once you get the first one done. I do my mind sweeps as part of my weekly review, which usually happens on a Sunday night. I know someone who goes to a coffee shop on Saturday mornings and does it there. Your choice, just don't give up on the process. Do you consider yourself productive, but would like to move your productivity system into a digital environment? Hi, I'm Dave Edwards. I can help. I've created a course called Getting Things Done in a Digital Environment. In the course, I take you through each step of GTD and show you how you can use the GTD system in the digital environment that you choose. I demonstrate, I show you my system. It's easy to do once you have someone to guide you through the setup. The course is on demand and online, and it's ready for you right now. Find out more at daveedwardsmedia.com. Click on courses.